everybody, welcome to CC Makes, episode 11. My name is Karina, or CC. Yeah, thank you to any new subscribers that have subscribed to the channel, and also thank you to those that keep coming back to watch. I appreciate it. Today is August 7th. It is evening time here. I don't exactly know the time. Nice sunny days. I am loving it. So, you can follow me here on YouTube or on Instagram. On Instagram, I am at cc_makes. And on here, obviously, you found me. And then I do have an Etsy shop. It is on there, CC Fiber and Design. I have heard that it's easier to Google the shop name rather than typing it into the Etsy search bar, but I don't know how true that is because I haven't tried it. Well, I've tried it, but I've tried it with the big Etsy shops. Like, I know they're gonna get found when I type it into Google, so I'm pretty small potatoes, so I don't know if that will work for me. Either way, I will link it below if you would like to go check out the shop and the yarns. There's also bags in there, project bags. So I'll link it in the description. Also my Instagram on there as well. Shop news, I don't really have a whole bunch. I just have, here I go with the ums again. I'm sorry if that annoys anybody. It annoys me, but I'm the one talking. So shop news, I just have the available yarns that are, you know, from the last update. So if you would like to go purchase some, peruse them, they're all listed there. I do have a couple more colorways to list, so I haven't gotten around to do that yet, but those will be added as well. What else? Oh, I'm not gonna do shop updates anymore. I think I'm just going to keep what I have in there as I've been doing. Keep what I have in there, and then as I dye more yarn, I will just list them instead of doing one big update. I think it's just easier for me because like I said, I am small potatoes compared to, you know, big indie dyers. So as I dye the yarn, I will photograph it, scan it all up, label it, and just list it and have it ready in the shop. So frequent the shop if you would like to see new colorways. Yeah, I'm not gonna, like I said, I'm not gonna do the updates anyways, or anymore anyways. Oh my gosh, I'm getting texts and I'm reading the texts as I'm speaking. So there's that. That's the shop news. So this week these last 2 weeks, I wanted to have more finished objects, but I only have one. And that is the CinnaBaby sweater by Maven Maven Crafted Designs. I think that's it. I linked it in my last video, so if you'd like to go check it out, go for it. It's also on my Instagram. Maven Craft Designs is what I believe her handle is on Ravelry. Super easy pattern, didn't modify it at all, followed it to a T, except on the sleeves. I didn't decrease as many as she recommended, or in the pattern wanted to. I didn't do that because I am not working with wool. This is acrylic, so I know with wool, like superwash, it will stretch out like when you block it, but I wasn't sure how acrylic would. I don't think it blocks at all, so I didn't do any decreases. I did one here and one here and switched to smaller needles, and that was it. And I think that is good. I think that's good. This is with yarn from Hobby Lobby. It is all acrylic yarn. It's super soft. It is probably what I'm going to make all my niece's stuff in from now on, after they shrunk the last sweater that I made them. So first finished object is this, and I need to mail it out. I have that sweater right there that needs to go in this package. and ship it off to them hopefully this Monday. Today is Friday, so I have the weekend to organize, and my office is a disaster still. It was cleaned, and then after I did all that yarn and updates and stuff, everything kind of went south. So my next object is a work in progress. It is the Hermione everyday sock. I haven't gotten that far. I just finished the leg portion, added the heel, no modifications to that, just follow that heel, and then I'm on the foot. There is a mistake in here because I was watching this late at night, and right here is all stockinette. I was watching this late at night. I just realized what I said. I was knitting on this late at night while watching TV and was not paying attention, and I just knit, I guess, 2 rows of stockinette right there. But I'm not going to rip that out at all. And I decided even then, because I didn't catch it till I was probably like right there. I had already done the heel and I was moving on and just saw that. And I was like, you know what? You can't even notice it because this yarn is so busy. So I just went on a knitting. And you can't notice it. So I'm going to keep going. Hopefully on the next one, I will pay attention. We'll see. But yeah, did everything to pattern. We're just cruising along on the foot, add in the toe, and be done with this one. Hopefully soon. Kind of over socks again. I'm at that point where I don't really want to knit on socks. Yet I have a bunch of sock yarn to cast on. So that is that. And then a new cast on. I casted on something new. This is, let me find the pattern here. I'll show you the pattern first. It is not in color because I'm cheap. It is the Spectre Sweater by the lovely Hue Locatelli. I was going to, actually I had already cast on for her pattern, the Granito sweater. But then I came across this one, which was a fade gradient kind of thing. Not gradient, I guess, just a fade. And I had a gradient kit. So what is it with my hair? So I wanted to use my gradients, which I had gotten from Lolo Did It. And I talked about this. So I ripped out the Granito and cast on for the Spectre sweater because she lists everything out perfectly. So I just need to follow her directions. I am knitting the size medium. And this is as far as I've got. I started this yesterday, so I did a bit last night. I'm not gonna lie, like I was pretty busy. The neckline, and then it goes into the pattern. I don't know what you call the pattern, but I like it. There is a stitch in there that I've never done before, which is, I think, I'm not 100% certain, but I think it is, you know, her own kind of stitch. I mean, it's called the bud stitch in her pattern. And when you get on YouTube and you type in bud stitch and knitting, there are other ones that come up, but it is not what she intends for you to do with her pattern. I do not remember the name of the lady that I saw on YouTube, but she has a tutorial for the bud stitch for the Spectre sweater, which was great because I was super confused on how I was actually supposed to do it. But then I found her video and it made sense and it looks great. So I'm going to go with that. But that is as far as I've gotten so far. I am a little worried. The neck is too snug. Like I said, I am knitting the size medium. Knitting a size medium, but I feel like that, I don't know, this is super wash, so it'll probably block out to where it needs to be. But I feel like it's like really tiny, like it's like right there. I don't know, we'll see. I didn't want I didn't want to knit a size large because when I did that for the Autumn League sweater, I think I knit a large. I'm having issues with that too. I think I knit the size large. If I didn't, I knit the extra large. I knit it way too big. And I did that with the Weekender too. So the last 2 sweaters that I have knit have been really big on me. So I didn't want to do that with this one. I'm going down from what I normally wear. And I wear large and, you know, t-shirts and, you know, sweaters and all that. So I am going down to a size medium because superwash grows as you block it. So hopefully it works out in the end. Yeah, those are my only 2 works in progress. I wanted to cast on, actually before I talk about that, let me talk about this. Remember that shawl that I was knitting, the Dark Phoenix by Tamy Gore, which I love. I have nothing against that pattern. I frogged it, skinned it back up. Wasn't feeling it. So I don't know what I'm going to do with this in the meantime. This is Hue Loco skein. I don't know the name of it. Got it as a not a mystery. Oh yeah, I guess it was a mystery bag that she was trying to get rid of. Where are you? Right there. I really like it. I'm not into these colors right now. I think that's what it is. It's not the pattern. It's not anything like that. It's just I'm not feeling these colors. I kind of want brighter, I guess. I know my sweater isn't bright, but to me that's my bright. So this is like this will make a great shawl. However, I'm just not in the mood for it right now. I don't know. I flip-flop all over the place with my in the mood fors. So I ripped it out. I will start something with this eventually. I have a lot of Hue Loco skeins like this that I need to figure out what to do with. And they're all up here. And then nope, where's my finger? Right there. That's hard to do. I need to figure out what to do with them. They don't all intermix together, but I mean, I can make it work somehow. I just need to figure out what I want to do with them. So I frogged. Words are hard today. Oh my gosh. So frogged that. Also, I stole some yarn from my shop. I stole Faded Wallpaper and Jane Doe. And these are DK skeins. I stole these because I wanted to do this shawl. And it is the Van Gogh shawl. And this is by Cathy Lewis of Tall Tree Designs. And this is the pattern, right? Or not pattern, the photo of the pattern. I thought this would look great as, you know, there's these yarns in that shawl. However, my OCD got in the way. So I got, you know, pretty far into the pattern and it looked really pretty. It's just that when you get to the end of the row and you have to carry your yarn up the side, my OCD doesn't let me do that because I know that yarn is just hanging out there and being tucked in or not tucked in even. It's just kind of hanging there and tacked down. So that kind of made me go a little crazy. So I ripped it out. And I don't know what I'm going to do with it now. I really like that shawl. It's just I can't see, you know, cutting and weaving in ends that frequently. So I don't know. I will see. But these two go very well together. I don't know. I don't know what I'm going to do. I really like that shawl. It's just I can't get past the fact that I have to tack that yarn down and carry it up. Because to me, it just looks... And I don't notice it on anybody else's shawls. And I don't even notice it on the pattern pictures. It's just knowing that I did that. I can't get over that. So I frogged it. Yeah. That is all of my works in progress. I'm hoping to cast this on tonight. This is Knitcrate yarn. Can't remember the colorway. I believe it's Knitology. Maybe I have it in here. I would like to cast on a hat for my husband with this color, just because it's got those like black, you know, lines going through it as well. This is Knitcrates Vitalana. I've shown this before. Vitalana, I don't think that's how you say it. And heathered sock in the colorway Toffee. And it's 40% merino, 40% Peruvian Highland wool, 20% nylon, and it is sock weight. So I'm hoping to cast on a hat for him. Oh gosh, now I'm not gonna be able to get this back in there. I kind of want to do the sock head hat, but I don't want to make it slouchy. Like I want to modify it to where it's just a beanie, like a fitted beanie for him. I like the slouch, it's just I don't think he would wear it. And that, as I remember, that sock head slouch has a pretty big slouch to it. So kind of just want to do a beanie for him as I lose my voice now. But yeah, that is my plans to cast that on. What else do I have? That's about it. Yeah, I was going to dye yarn for a sweater for myself. I have a bunch of bare yarn for myself. I'm not putting this base into my shop. It's just test bare yarn, I guess, that I was testing out, and I'm going to keep it for myself. So I was going to dye it up and cast on a weekender, but I have all this yarn that I should probably use. So can I help you?
What do you want where's my pancake?
I don't want your pancake, no.
Okay.
Okay. What was I saying? So I didn't dye any yarn because I figured I was going to use up some of my stash. So I have all of this Lolo Did It yarn, which is what my sweater is being used or knit in. So I have these four to go with that light gray for that. Not dyeing myself anytime soon. I have plenty of yarn to work through, and and I need to do that. And now the bird is going crazy. I don't know if you can hear that. Anyways, didn't dye that, so just using my stash yarn. Also, Knitcrate, I have canceled my subscription with them. Not because I don't like them or anything. I think they're great. It's just that I got a lot now. This whole cubby right here is all Knitcrate yarn. Before, when I first subscribed, I guess, they did all the indie dyer. They did like every month you would get an indie dyer skein of yarn. However, they stopped doing that. So now you get their Vitalana and Knitology, which are great. They're fine. But I just have a whole stash of it now, and I need to work through that before. I really preferred it when they did indie dyers. I like that because you get to try out other people's yarn, and they all have different textures. They all have different colorways, obviously. So I was excited about that. And then over the last, gosh, I guess it's been a year. Over the last year, they kind of did their own thing, which is great. I'm not going to lie or anything, but I just had enough. So I'm going to pause my subscription and just work with what I have. It's kind of all the same palette too, except for that one, which I don't know what I'm ever going to do with, because those are colors that I would never ever wear or use or knit with. And it is, what is it? I can't remember the name of the yarn. It is, or the blend of the yarn, but it is a very scratchy yarn. It is superwash, but it's super scratchy. And it's one of their bases. I can't remember, but it's just not something I'm going to knit with anytime soon. So that's hanging out there. All of those are hanging out. I don't know what I'm going to do with them because they're all kind of the same palette. So that is on pause. If anybody has any recommendations for yarn clubs, yarn subscriptions, drop them in the comments and let me know. I would love to check them out. I would love to support, an indie dyer and get monthly, you know, yarn to my house where I don't have to go hunt for it. That'd be great. I would appreciate that because I'm not going anywhere these days. So, I mean, besides the grocery store and getting gas and that kind of thing. But I would like to have a yarn subscription. Just putting this one on pause for a while. I love them. It's just, I'm gonna give them a little break. So I think this was my last yarn that I got that I've shown on the podcast too. But this will become a hat. I think this will be a good hat for my husband. He likes the Carhartt beanies. I don't know if they have a Carhartt beanie, but he likes those ones, and I think I can replicate that with this yarn. We'll see what I can come up with. So yeah, so any recommendations for subscription clubs, yarn clubs, whatever those, drop them below. I would love to check them out. But yeah, that is all I'm working on. I won't show any of my yarns in the shop. I did that on the update. I didn't show them all, but I'm not going to do that anymore anyways. So just check out the shop if you want to see the yarns. I know there has been, I've gotten requests for a specific colorway. It sold out like, you know, right away. So I have been asked to dye it again, and I'm going to recreate it. I already have my recipe and everything, so I just need to dye it again. I ordered more berry yarn, so it should be here next week. Once that gets in, I'll dye it up and list it in the shop. I have a couple people that have been waiting for it, so I will get that as soon as I possibly can into the shop. Yeah, go check it out because I'm ready to take some yarn from there and start casting on all the things, which I shouldn't do because I need to focus. But there's that. So, yeah, there isn't much shop news, nothing like that. Just no more updates, just starting to list it as I dye it. The Drop Dead Fred line is still there if anybody was interested in that. There's a couple colorways in there that I would like to keep for myself, but I will let them hang in the shop for a while. And I think that's it. Shop news, that's it, what I'm working on. Yeah, I don't know, I guess into life stuff now. Not a whole lot happening here. It is like I said, it's the 7th. Did I say that? I don't remember. It is the 7th today. It is Friday. So cheers, y'all. Me and my fancy Coors. Friday night. Woohoo. I'm not cooking dinner tonight because I made my kids a big lunch that was kind of, well, it was like literally 2 hours ago. So they're going to be good for a while. I'm not making dinner. Yeah, I guess just life stuff. There's nothing happening. It is great weather here. It is nice. It's not like super warm, but it's pretty warm. There's a siren now, which is weird. I live right next to the fire department, but that sounds like a cop. Anyway, good weather. Last weekend, my brother and my cousins came down to visit, but my aunt lives like 5 minutes away. So she has a big house, so they all stayed there, and we got to go to the beach with them, hang out, visit, let the kids play, which was super nice because I haven't seen anybody since I left Alaska. What else? Still waiting to hear what my kids are doing for school. Have no idea yet. Nobody's announced anything, so waiting to hear on that. Hubby is still not home. He is still stuck overseas. No idea when he's coming home, which sucks. I am really over COVID, as I'm sure everybody is. I have nothing more to say about that except for just wear your mask. Wear your mask. I try to stay home as much as possible, but I'm an introvert anyways. I don't go anywhere. I don't go places. So that's not an issue for me. I do wear my mask just, because I'm trying to protect anybody else that I come in contact with. What else? yeah, I'm not going to touch on that anymore. Like, I'm done with that. Everybody talks about it. I'm over it. And that is all. My truck goes in next week. It was supposed to go in today to get a strut replaced. I don't know what that is, but I think it's a big deal. Didn't go in today though. I was not ready to drive on a Friday over into Oregon, so I didn't do it, and I rescheduled it for next week, so that will get done next week. Hopefully, if everything goes smoothly and everything's repaired, which fingers crossed nothing else happens, I will be driving to Olympia up to the Hobby Lobby next weekend to get Taryn's yarn for her sweater. I've been waiting to cast that on. I just have to go get the yarn. And I'm trying not to order it because I'm cheap and I don't want to pay shipping. I would rather drive 3 hours to go get it myself because that makes total sense. Just does. What else? That is all. That is all. Going to the beach tomorrow. We're gonna go chill for the weekend. Do some knitting. Yeah, watch some TV. Probably not cook. So yeah, that is my updates in my life. Follow along on Instagram at cc_makes. Trying to get better about posting on there, and I keep forgetting every time I remember it's too late, so follow along on there because I'm super great about keeping up with that. What else? Yeah, no shop updates. I'm not doing that anymore. Small potatoes compared to other indie dyers, so I will just add yarn as it gets dyed. So follow along there on Etsy, CC Fiber and Design. I am in the process of making my own website. It's going to take me a minute. So it's coming, just know that. But in the meantime, I'm going to stick with Etsy just because everything is on there and everything works for me on there. I know a lot of people have issues with it, but I haven't had any yet. Fingers crossed again. So we'll see. But yeah, follow along there, follow along here, like, subscribe, comment. I enjoy all of that. I appreciate everybody that subscribes. Comments here on Instagram too. I appreciate them all. Appreciate you all. And, just for supporting my little podcast and my little yarn business. So, thank you. Appreciate it. And I will see you all in 2 weeks. Yeah, 2 weeks. So until then, guys, bye.